How many trophies will Manchester City win in the 2023-2024 season? So they're out of the Carabao Cup, got beat by Tottenham. But there's just something about me that's going into the league game with confidence, given that when we played our B team against them, and that was like pretty much their A team, bar like Son not playing. They weren't that good that night. If City had been a bit more clinical that night, that game maybe goes to minimum penalties. We switched off for about 2 minutes for their first goal and their second goal, and had a bit of a dodgy start to the game. But apart from that, I thought we were the better side. And it wasn't that good from them, considering that we didn't have that many first-team players playing. So in the league, I reckon I'm confident for that Tottenham home game. I know they are a bit of a bogey side for us in the league, but we did alright against them last season, and it was an improving Tottenham side last season. Even though they still missed out on top 4, they were still playing good football at times. It's just that injuries cost them. I think out of the 3 trophies we're still in, the league is the one I want to win the most, because 5 in a row. Imagine being able to say you're the first team in England to win 5 league titles in a row, and the first team to win 4 league titles in a row as well, and would be the only team to win every domestic trophy in England in a season, the only team to get 100 points in a season. It'd be another great individual record to have for the club. And why I think we have the best chance of winning the league out of the FA Cup and the Champions League is because the league is where the best side comes out on top always. Regardless if they're top of the league for a long time in the season or they come towards the top near the end. But I think we're still going to win the league this season, because I reckon Liverpool will fall off at some point. But as long as we don't get beat at Anfield, I'm confident we'll do it. Because the best side always wins the league. Because the most consistent side would win the league, because would prove that they're the best side. And we've done that for the last 4 seasons. So that's why I think we're going to win the league. FA Cup, I think we'll go deep, because the last 2 years we've got to the final. Obviously lost last year against United, and the year before we won against United. We'll be there or thereabouts. But the thing is, with a cup competition, you can never take it for granted, because the best side in it doesn't always win it, because you can have like an off day in a cup competition where you get like a man sent off, or you just have a game where you don't put your chances away, and then one team just puts away their chances and you don't, which means they win the game and you lose. Or you can have a dodgy referee decision go against you, and it can have a swing of momentum in the other team's favour. But I think where we're going to miss Rodri the most for the remainder of the season is in those tight knockout games in the FA Cup and in the Champions League. Especially if it's an FA Cup game where we're playing against a Premier League side. And in the Champions League, I think if we're coming up against like Madrid or like a Barcelona, we're going to struggle without Rodri, regardless of whether we sign a CDM in January or we don't. Because that would be one of the games where you'd really need a player like Rodri. But who knows, his recovery might go better than what we expect, and he might be back by then, by the time that fixture's played. The Champions League, it's the one where I think we have the least chance of winning, because Barcelona are looking good this year. Bayern Munich are looking good this year under Vincent Kompany, former Manchester City captain. And I just feel like there's a small chance of us winning the Champions League with us having Rodri out. If Rodri comes back with like us in a semi-final or a final, it puts a different perspective on it. But as of right now, I don't think we're going to win the Champions League. FA Cup, I reckon we'll still get to at least the final or the semi-final. But Premier League, that's the trophy that I'm the most confident with. Guys, drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you like this type of content. Leave me your thoughts in the comments. How many trophies you think City are going to win this season? And I will try and get back to them, or at least like the comments. Have a lovely rest of your Tuesday. Thanks for watching. Take care.